on, you guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. As you guys may have noticed, there's been a lot of PvP matchmaking battles, especially with the daily milestones that we're having right now, trying to fully utilize the hunting grounds. So in today's video, you guys, I want to just go through some characters that I've personally found very useful going through the PvP. And additionally, you guys, I hope this can provide some insight in terms of who you guys can select as better characters than others when you're going through the matchmaking process. So let's dive right in, you guys. First and foremost, this is not an exhaustive list by any means, and it's in no particular order. I do want to stress that, if you are able to get your chance on these characters being part of your roster, you'll definitely have a higher chance of winning. So hopefully I can talk about each one for you guys, and then you can see how they're useful. So first and foremost, I'm going to start just from at the top of my roster here. I got Ebony Maw here. For obvious reasons, you guys, he is like a formulation of two characters. He can have he can provide a barrier to the team if you take down a hero controller. He's able to apply defense up as well as offense down for your team as well as the opposing characters. Additionally, he provides a heal as well as a slow and heal, and it also bypasses heal block. So very useful if you guys can get a chance to utilize Ebony Maw. Next, you guys, one of the fastest characters in the game. I definitely love using Loki mainly for his mind control ability. Just because, in that first turn, he's able to apply defense down. With Loki and another high-speed character, you guys can essentially wipe out a character in the first turn if you do it just right. So personally, I'm a big fan of Loki being combined with Captain Marvel. Those two can burst someone down right away before your opponent is even able to make a turn. And additionally, Loki does have his mirror image as well, which applies stealth to all his allies, as well as being able to summon clones, which essentially will help mitigate damage in battle. So Loki is just a good combination of offense and defense. I also will try to aim for Ultron. Usually he's banned, but if you guys can get your hands on Ultron as well, just because of the fact that he can summon his minions, his Ultron minions that are able to apply defense up. Additionally, his heal bot also provides regenerative ability. So Ultron's definitely up there as well, you guys. With Shuri, she is good if the other healing and sustaining characters like Invisible Woman's out of the game. But personally, I don't recommend her from the get-go. She does have really good speed, but I find that she does lose her utilization after the first two turns, just because after she heals and provides the energy, she doesn't really actually do much for the team. So I try to refrain from using her if I can. Emma Frost, I don't actually have her high enough to be utilized in PvP yet, but every time I get a chance, I actually do ban her. Just again, you guys, she's a really good character because she can provide a barrier as well as apply immunity if there's other allies of her team. Additionally, you guys, she can also cleanse. So any time that you have a character that can cleanse, especially as powerful as Emma, I definitely recommend if you can choose her in a battle and utilize her, she's going to be great as a sustaining character as well as being able to provide support. So another good one, you guys, I like to use is actually Hela. For obvious reasons. She has Greg for extra DPS. She pairs really well Loki. Additionally, her Death Knives is the main reason most people choose her. Not only can she clear Death Proof, but the additional reasons for her to spread her negatives. So anybody that you have that can cast a negative, such as any of the symbiotes, she can really further upon that damage by spreading that out. So really, really devastating. As I just touched on then with the symbiotes, the main one I go for when I can is Symbiote Spider-Man, just because you guys, his special ability here is able to not only be able to extend the negative durations that's already imposed on the enemy. Additionally, he also has a very useful stun. At the same time, it also slows the characters around that main target. So all in all, you guys, Symbiote Spider-Man is really good. Additionally, if he has any of the other symbiotes with him, he's going to be able to apply the heal, and additionally he pairs really well with Carnage. So I definitely recommend if you guys can get Carnage or Venom additionally with Symbiote Spider-Man, great recommendation. Going down this list as well, Black Bolt's another recommendation for obvious reasons. One of the most powerful offensive legendaries in the game. His damage is just staggering. Additionally, you guys, he's able to finish off targets that you can get close to near death. So especially with his passive here, when they drop below the 25% health, he attacks for 200%, and that's just devastating. Additionally, he is actually a great counter against any kind of revivable teams, because anybody that's killed by a Black Bolt cannot be revived. So great counter to Ultron, to Minerva, so any kind of sustainability team. And going down this list, you guys, another good one I like to utilize is Invisible Woman, for obvious reasons as well. She is just like the pinnacle of support and sustainability. Not only can she provide a stealth to your team to help everyone, protect them from damage, but also applies a defense up as well as a cleanse. So, you know, I really try to go for Invisible Woman when I can. And additionally, you guys, her psionic shield here also applies offense down to enemies and provides a barrier. So again, you guys, she is just great in terms of ultimately protecting your team for a few turns. Really, really good. And Mr. Sinister here, I do recommend him, you guys. He's like a jack of all trades. You know, with him, he's able to clone another character on the other opposing team. So he could, you know, if you guys are able to choose him, he can really kind of morph your team into however you like it, especially if the other team chooses a character that you personally were aiming for. So the only thing to keep in mind too is speed is really important in this game, you guys. So keep in mind that Mr. Sinister, he's not that fast, so he may not get his turn at the time that you want, and you know, if your team's already down, you may be a step behind the other team, right? So just keep that in mind when you guys are going out throughout this process. And I'm just trying to see what I can eyeball here in terms of who's been utilized in my PvP battles. But I touched on earlier that the combination of Captain Marvel with Loki is really good. What I found with her is she's really good for her first few turns, especially with her devastating ultimate, 540% damage. You know, you plus this with Loki in the beginning, you guys, you can wipe out almost any character in the game in the first 2 turns. Additionally, she also has an ability to cleanse the pauses from the enemy. But after that, you guys, I find Captain Marvel, although she has a good heal here, where she passively heals herself, the thing is after the second turn, if your characters are getting killed, you know, Captain Marvel is just pure DPS, so she's not really able to provide anything else. So she's a really good offensive burst if your team needs it, but otherwise, you definitely need to have a team that has a synergy to be able to help support her, just because she's pure damage and she doesn't really do anything else besides that. Next, you guys, I do love using Taskmaster as well. Again, just because of the fact that not only can he strip positives from enemies, but he also applies offense down. Additionally, I use him because he's actually really fast as well. Additionally, he also can apply a blind as well as the stun I mentioned before. So a blind and bleed as well as his ultimate. So very, very good, you guys. I definitely recommend Taskmaster. Just going down this list here, I think those are the main ones I've actually seen. So otherwise, it's just the symbiote characters. So Venom and Carnage I've definitely seen utilized, but otherwise, you guys, those are the main ones I've been seeing. So hope that list wasn't too exhaustive, but it has been very useful. Magneto is actually a really good one too. He's very similar to Taskmaster, where his ultimate just hits everyone and provides a blind. Additionally, he can also disrupt, so he can prevent someone from taunting. So those are the main guys that I've been seeing. Please let me know if I missed anybody that you guys have been seeing as well, but those are the main characters I've been seeing in my battles. And I find that, you know, the sooner you guys can pick the high priority targets like Black Bolt, Ultron, you know, those two are definitely game changers. Ebony Maw, if you can get those guys right away, then it's really about assembling your team and trying to counter and see what the opponent has. So hope this video was helpful and able to provide some insight for you guys through my experiences. And again, I wish you best of luck in gaming, you guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.